it was favoritism, and that's it.
So for 2 years, she did every single thing he asked her to do. Well, we can't favor you. Okay, but she's following the protocols. So what does it matter?
That is gaslighting.
So there you go.
That's gaslighting.
I don't understand this whole episode. This is why my review is a bit jumbled, because I don't get the concept of us watching it. They could have just shown us Meri and her friends. We didn't need to see Robyn and Kody going on about something that they've already discussed in their house, just to make it filler, to sort of fill in the episode, to make it 40-something minutes or however long they needed to be. I'm happy for Meri's friends being there and standing up for her and saying their piece and the truth about Kody and telling him the truth about himself. Whether he's happy about that or not, that's up to him. And I love Christine and Janelle's relationship, that they continue to support one another. But hey, it is what it is. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Sister Wives, season 19, episode 14. Someone at Sister Wives just get us to move on past Christine's wedding, because it's becoming too much. We've seen the engagement, we've seen the wedding dress shopping, we've seen the cake shopping, and now we're at an engagement party. It's nice that, the family's supportive and everybody's there wanting her to be happy. Janelle came in all the way just to support Christine, which was beautiful. You had Hunter, who was there also. I think he was there to support his mom as well, because he knew his mom would be showing up for Christine. And so that was amazing to see. And then, they have this cake cutting ceremony, which was cute. I feel like Christine is going through all these sort of steps of getting married, because these are things she saw when the children were getting married. So people like Madison, Aspen, McKelty, when they were getting married, and she realized that these were things she missed out in getting married into a plural family, because she always brings it up that, in plural family, there's a lot of secrecy. You don't get to celebrate, getting married. You don't get to celebrate engagement. Even Janelle commented on that. And so it's nice to see her get what she wanted. This is what sort of gave her the aha moment, in my opinion. This is the moment she realized that Kody was not it for her, and it was time for her to move on. I think seeing the children get married and live happily in their relationships, in monogamous relationships, she realized how much she had missed out by being married to Kody and having to sort of bear with bare minimum from him. I like the way she compliments her husband, that he's very attentive. He is always there. He wants to be involved in every decision-making process. And so that is cute to see. And the fact that they had his mom show up, who's in her 90s, that was really cute. Because Christine, one thing about her, I've always said, is she's a family person. So to get married to a guy who's also a family person is amazing. I think his children didn't want to be on camera, so there are times that he was sort of moving away to certain places and you couldn't catch him. I think his children just didn't want to be on TV, which is amazing for them if they don't want the stress that comes with being on TV, but they want to celebrate with their dad. Apparently McKelty was sort of bossing everybody to sit together. Amazing, but she needs to be careful that not everyone will understand that sort of behavior, and it might rub other people the wrong way. So you have Meri drive to Vegas with Jen to meet up with one of her friends, Brandy, and they're just sitting and having a conversation. I think she's the one she sat with earlier at the beginning of the season, just to tell her where she was and the fact that she was heading to get a spiritual release. So they're having conversations and sort of catching up on Meri and how Meri is doing now, that she's been released from the church. And so Meri reveals that she sent Kody a text message thanking him, for the years of marriage, and acknowledging that he was released, and she didn't need anything from him, and he didn't need to worry about her because she had spiritually and emotionally released him. And for Brandy to say, oh, well, thank you for your service. Meri's friends are sarcastic. And I think this is why they get along. And I think this is what the family didn't understand the sarcasm about. And this is why they were constantly being offended by her. I know I'm very defensive of Meri, but this is how it comes across, because when she's with her friends, they're having a ball, they're having an amazing time, and they can look at the Kody situation in a sarcastic way and not take it personally, and not sort of try and sort of play Meri as the victim. Yes, they acknowledge that he played her. He had a list of things that he lied to her if she was able to complete, then they would work on their marriage, but he never had any intention of doing so. But they've always tried to sort of get Meri to look at, life as is, black and white, and not look at the grays, because at the end of the day, this is how she was saddled in this marriage for so long with someone who had no feelings for her. So she reads out the text message, and it was cute. I love that the friends are at this point whereby they're their journey with Meri is something I love, and I acknowledged in my previous review where I said they meet Meri where she is and they walk with her as far as she can go. Unlike Christine, who wants everyone to catch up with her where she is and sort of move on from there. So I really love that her friends are brutally honest with her, but also they understand that she spent 30 years plus with this man, and so they have to acknowledge that and they have to respect that. You have Kody and Robyn go out for a meal. They're having conversations about, their relationship. They say it's a bit of a struggle to sort of communicate or have any conversations when the children are there. And it's like, they're not little children. These are adults. Well, yeah, they do have the younger children, but still they're not that young for them to make it seem like they constantly need to be looked after. Besides, they have the older children who could have helped if needed. Anyway, they're having this conversation because Robyn's children came to her and said they wanted to find a church. They want to sort of go back and find religion and sort of find people that are like-minded. And Kody says he feels some type of way because he has sort of grown out of his faith. He had issues with this church and how they reacted when they came out as a polygamist family. And so he's worried that, how will his children sort of fare in the church? And it's like, well, what do you think will happen? He said, I don't want them to be part of a cult. And it's like, what do you think your church was? What do you think your church was, if we're being honest? Do you not believe that your own church was a cult then? And so his worry is that, oh my God, someone might, like my wife, because, there were a lot of people that really liked my wife at the start of, before I married her, when I was courting her. And it's like, Kody, please. There's more to life than you and Robyn. Robyn is the prize to you. That doesn't mean she's the prize to every single person. And Meri actually in her confessional said that when they came out, they were told that this is not good for your family. This is going to break your family apart. And then she just smirked. And it did, because some people then were fame hungry, and some people wanted to be center of attention, and they couldn't sort of juggle it up, or they couldn't balance it out. And this is why they are where they are, whereby the 3 of the wives have left and Kody's now with his favorite wife. Meri's friends are really getting under Kody's skin, because they have this conversation where Meri, Jen reveals, she more or less asks Meri to tell, Brandy about what happened when Kody dropped her off, and, he was crying and he was saying, this is an end of an era. And the friends can't understand why he was crying. Neither can anyone else. Let's be honest, neither can anyone else understand why he was crying. It doesn't make sense to anyone. Why exactly was he crying? He has said for years and years he doesn't love this woman. He has said he's surprised she's still there. So nobody understood why he was crying. The friends were honest, and Kody then in his confessional is busy saying that, well, Meri, is using her friends to say bad things about me. And it's like, no, she's not. Meri has had multiple opportunities to say whatever she wanted to say about you, but she has chosen not to say anything and sort of take the high road. She even mentioned that, Kody and the other wives didn't handle it very well when they divorced. Everyone has their opinion of why they behaved the way they behaved after the divorce. And so I personally feel like with Meri's friends, they're just supporting their friend. They're being brutally honest at the fact that Kody played Meri. He gaslit her for years and told her that he wanted their relationship to work, only for him to turn around and sort of go back to his favorite wife and sort of ignore her. And then when she packed her stuff and said, I want to leave, I'm leaving, I've got a release from the church, since his wife asked for a release, he then said, oh, why did you do it so soon? Well, what did you expect, buddy? You told her you're surprised she's still around. You told her no one should stay if they feel that they're not wanted or they don't want to be there. So she's taken the hint and she's packed the bags and she's leaving. So I don't get it. They spoke about Robyn and, her tantrum when Kody and Meri finally said, we're done, let's move on. There's more to life than this. And you have them all say, why was Robyn making it about herself? And everybody wondered the same thing when we all watched it, that why is Robyn making Kody and Meri's breakup about herself? Apparently, I don't quite remember the clip. I didn't remember the clip where Kody actually was saying to Meri, Robyn shouldn't have been a part of our conversation because it really broke her. And it's like, you are empathizing with someone who has nothing to do with your divorce, not the person you're divorcing, but the person who was just there as a spectator, who's not affected in any way apart from financially. That shows what is priority to you. That shows where your priorities lie. Because at the end of the day, you were not bothered about Meri. You were not bothered that she was devastated that her marriage of 33 years was coming to an end. You were more worried about Robyn throwing a tantrum and storming off and wanting someone to run after her than you were the wife you're divorcing. Make it make sense. This episode was a filler episode. I didn't quite understand it. I don't even know why we needed to watch it really, because it didn't make any sense. But it's nice to see Meri sort of with her friends moving on. They did go back to the cul-de-sac, but it's been gated off. Their friends were saying it's for closure. And Kody went in the last episode because he wanted closure as well. Janelle says she's not going back. She doesn't need that sort of closure. So I don't know. It's really sad. It really is sad that, you know, this is where this family is, in the sense that they're so divided and there's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of, you know, bad mouthing in the family because relationships didn't work as a result of someone who I feel was prioritized or prioritized herself. This was really a filler episode. That's all I can say, because I don't understand why we needed to watch it. It was all over the place. We didn't need to watch, you know, Christine sort of having an engagement party. We've already seen the wedding, so we're going backwards. We didn't need to hear the conversation between Robyn and Kody because they've already discussed that in their family, in their home. And I love Meri's friends empowering her. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 13. Bye, guys.